Hey guys, we're back for another day here in the arena. Currently 99% Mythic. Have been grinding with the mono red aggro deck. Here is the list. It will also be in the description. If you're new here, I do try to make content every day, primarily standard, and then I'm hoping to get into some drafting videos perhaps. But if you enjoy my content, please consider subscribing, dropping a like, a comment, or sharing it with a friend. It really does help the channel. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into some games. One other point here, I did make some minor changes to the deck. I added back in 2 Bloodthirsty Adversary. I just felt like I didn't quite have enough 2-drops to get everything going. So I shaved 1 Phoenix Chick down to 2 copies. And then I think I also shaved 1 copy of Squee, just so we have still things to do on turn 3, but maybe not. There were a couple games where I was kind of getting blocked by having 3-drops, but no 2-drops, and just the game didn't quite flow as well. So with that said, let's get into some games. As much as I would love to keep this hand, let's see, we do go first, so we could potentially like play with fire and like hope to draw into land. But we kind of want 2 more land. I think I'm going to mulligan here. Yeah, this feels so much better. Now we can safely throw a mountain back and should feel pretty good. Typically want to lead out with the Phoenix Chick here. If it does die, we have a chance of bringing it back. The exception would be if we have like Swift Spear on turn 1. We'll probably play that with the Phoenix Chick. And then I guess here we'll probably go for Scoundrel, just so we can possibly keep this around, you know, if we get to 5 mana at some point, theoretically. Also, putting the Wicked token on Phoenix Chick is kind of nice. It makes it so the Scoundrel maybe doesn't fight as well on the ground, but at the same time, this is, you know, a bit harder to block and kind of makes them want to kill it, so we can bring it back, etc. So I think here we're going to go Kumano faces Kakazan and then play with fire for their Kumano. So unfortunately didn't get the land for Godric here, but still happy to go with Adversary. And the next turn we can go I guess had they not killed it, we could have gone for our Phoenix Chick. Actually, never mind. Phoenix Chick is in the Rude Zone. This still feels pretty good. Yeah, and I think since we've got 2 here, we can go ahead and just toss one of these, maybe draw a land or something. And that's going to do it. Unless they have more action. Okay, I guess they do. Ooh, that was a nice draw off the top for them. I still think that we played it right, though. I mean, I guess we could have left one back, and then, yeah, maybe it would have been better, I guess, to leave one back, since most stuff in our deck does 2 damage or more. But, I mean, if we drew into, like, Kumano faces Kakazan, we would have wished we would have attacked. So, I could see going either way on it, but I think we played that okay. Thundering Rider is definitely a card I've not seen very much in other red decks here. It does seem to be just most decks are, you know, running Godric instead. Sometimes both, I guess. And in general, you always want to play Kumano faces Kakazan on turn 1 if you have it. So here we could just play both Swift Spears and get in, keep racing. Since they missed land, I think that's probably decent. Otherwise, we could like play Swift Spear and like hold it back to like prevent them getting through with more nonsense, and have like Rage up. But I think since they missed land, I'm okay just racing. Okay, that's gonna do it. There's still a lot of mono red in the in the meta right now, but I've definitely seen a lot of decks that have been brought in to kind of combat it. A lot of like black with like Gumdrop Poisoner, mono white, both control and aggro. But I still think mono red is a decent deck. This hand's a little bit slow, but we definitely have access to everything, so we're going to keep it. Okay, that got considerably better. So I think in this situation, since we're expecting to have some kind of removal here, the play here is to go Scoundrel into a treasure token so that next turn we can go Godric plus Monstrous Rage or something like that. Also, this way is a little bit sneaky. If they try to go, like, cut down, we can go Monstrous Rage and just get them. So it's possible, like, if they have any kind of removal, they're just holding it for this turn for Godric. Oh, that's a little bit awkward. So I think unless they have, like, Wrath here, they're pretty much dead. And even Path of Peril won't really do it. I guess life gain gets them somewhere. Yeah, the life gain is real, that's for sure. Well, we got backups. This is an impressive amount of life gain. So if we draw another land, we can, I guess, in a pinch, double trigger, but that only gets them down to 1. But yeah, I don't think it's worth sacking Godric here just to get a 4/4. This, I guess, is the potential downside of running 4 copies. So you do have some games that sort of go like this. Oh, that's rough. Okay, this game went from going well to pretty rough. Now they can start leaning on Restless Fortress, which is kind of rough. Or I guess Cottage. But yeah, I think like the deck that we're playing against here is definitely like a correction of the metagame to mono red. Just like the absurd amount of life gain that you see here is a direct result of all the mono red. So yeah, I think at this point now it's pretty much out of reach, so it's probably game. Unless we can like fly over for some absurd map, but they already got all of our Godrics out of our deck, so I think this is just it, actually. I guess one thing you could do is that you could possibly run like 3 Godrics and like maybe 2 or 3 Squee instead. But I kind of don't think it's correct. I think like games like that are few and far between, and Godric is just so good that you want 4 in your deck all the time. So yeah, here I think we'll run out with Swift Spear. If they had like mana up, I'd probably run the Phoenix Chick instead if it was like a black mana. Dennick is definitely a problem. Guess we're just racing Dennick. Question is, do we try to like hold back and get extra blockers for Dennick? I don't think so. I think we just push. And honestly, if they kill Phoenix Chick, we're totally fine with that. So I guess we probably want to spread out our threats a little bit here and maybe make like Swift Spear a little bit better. Yeah, I think that seems right. Oh yeah, they just... Yep, and it kills him. Forgot that. There we go. Yeah, that Monstrous Rage is a silly card. I recommend 4. So I think we put Monstrous Rage on the Phoenix Chick. Although actually maybe it's better on the Swift Spear because that way they need like Lightning Strike to kill it. We can also hold Swift Spear back here and just wait for their creature to kind of come in and just get it with Monstrous Rage. Because they probably like try to make like Feldon, it's like a 3/3 or whatever. And then we can make this thing into a 3/4. So I think that feels interesting. We are on the we're on the attack though, so maybe we just don't care and just like stuff Rage onto the Swift Spear anyways. Yeah, I think we don't really need to worry about being defensive this early. I think I do want to put it here because now if they want to use Lightning Strike, then they lose the benefit of their Kumano. I guess we could have held Swift Spear back there, but again, being on the play, I think it's fine to just get in. I guess there's like so many ways to do this, right? But they only can have Play with Fire, and we've got Monstrous Rage, so I think we just shove and see what they do. Yeah, so now even if they go Monstrous Rage, doesn't really matter. We also can just kill them with Play with Fire and Swift Spear. So they're dead so many different ways here. But I think let's start with Play with Fire. Let's see, even if they kill Phoenix Chick, 4, yeah, they're just dead. And that's going to do it. So thanks guys for watching. We went 3-2 today, 60% win rate. Let's have a look at the overall stats. Now I have done a whole bunch of games here kind of offline or outside of these videos, and so in addition to this I've done a whole bunch of matches on my laptop, which doesn't really work into the tracker here. So of the ones I've done on my computer, we've got 32 wins and 18 losses, so 64% win rate currently, which I feel pretty good about. Now, it is worth mentioning that the most recent change to the deck does have a win rate of 78%, 7 wins and 2 losses. So I think that getting the 2 drops corrected up to like the full count of 8, 2 Feldons, 2 adversaries, and 4 scoundrels really is a good change. And that it just felt like there was something missing in the middle of our curve. So I do recommend you make this change. But we will see you again next time.